What do you think I get on my burger? What kind of condiment person do you
On
think
your
I am?
burger? Fucking.
Yeah.
Why did you why did you eat mustard sandwiches?
Because you're
Poverty.
a child.
Okay, well I'm gonna be completely honest. There's two I was trying to determine.
Was it?
Was it like
No.
Oh.
you literally just like the mustard sandwich.
Oh, so you were just fucking weird.
And parents are and parents just go, fine.
Were you an ingredient? Were you an ingredient house? Like, did you only have ingredients and not like snacks?
We were a healthy household, that's for sure.
We were like poor, but like ingredient. So it's like we wouldn't have like like chips, but sometimes we may have saltines and like shredded coconut.
We ate. I credit as much as I hated this growing up throughout my entire early education, elementary, middle, most of high school. Our parents fed us like not Whole Foods, right? The even crunchier health food store that you've been to at some point that just smells like patchouli and feet. They went there, and we got like knockoff healthy Cheerios, and we got like tabbouleh and hummus.
Explains home.
And I credit my parents because like I think that helped my metabolism cement itself into what it is, and I don't look anything like either of them.
Chris, I just want you to know, there was a hot minute where I just hated cooking for myself so much, and Tyson Chicken makes these like frozen grilled chicken strips, blackened frozen grilled chicken strips, and I was talking about how I was eating these chicken strips because I was just so tired of cooking. I was just eating this grilled chicken, and GT got on to me.
No.
And was like,
no,
that's not healthy.
You said grilled. You say grilled chicken strips.
Cook the chicken.
You said grilled chicken strips as if that is not the rest of that sentence.
What do you mean?
What is the brand name of those?
Tyson grilled chicken strips. It's grilled chicken.
It's
nah.
Okay, if the alternative is one of two things, me eating fried frozen chicken strips or not eating at all, I'm eating the blackened frozen grilled chicken strips. And frankly, I don't even eat them anymore. I order the pre-shredded dark meat chicken from HEB.
Kirkland makes some fire nuggies.
I'm not buying Costco. Are you joking me? I'm buying Just Bear if I'm buying frozen nugs.
Anyway.
I have a Costco membership. I'm one person.
Point is, what were we fucking talking about?
Your parents'
Jesus
the health
Christ.
food store.
No, before that, goddamn,
There you go.
the president losing his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he sucks.
How the fuck do we get over here? Anyway,
My bad, guys.
this is.
I'm out of my medicine.
Are you gonna, without saying what you're gonna be doing in November around the 7th? Are you gonna be in Washington D.C. Either of you?
I
Don't say what it is.
Yeah, I'm not. I was supposed to be, but I'm having surgery on the 7th, so I am passing, unfortunately.
I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about, so I feel really left
GT,
I have a
out.
wedding, and I'm really sad that I'm.
Wait, really? Oh, that's
Wait, GT, text
Honestly,
me. Text me. I want to know what you're talking
I will.
about.
I
that
will.
makes me
Live restricted for some audiences for harassment and bullying.
What the? That's what you get for talking shit about my chicken strips.
It was not your chicken strips, you maniac.
Yeah, GT. That's well, honestly, that kind of makes me happy because I've been disappointed to miss it. But if my boy right here, if my boys right here is not going to be there, I don't want to be there.
I got an email today because I'm doing a thing with them.
What, are you serious?
Yeah,
Bro,
and
why are you so? Oh my
I know.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
I got to
right
make
now?
some phone calls. You're killing it over here.
And
the deep state's doing work for you.
I know Soros is really pulling a lot of strings, but I got that email and I was like, we're leaving on the 3rd for this wedding on the 8th in Ireland, and I'm like, all right, how do I make the wedding?
Ireland? Wait, the wedding is in Ireland?
How do I make this wedding if I leave on the night of the 7th after this thing from Washington D.C.? I'm sure that I can.
Yeah. I'm sure you can wiggle the time around there and figure that one out.
I'm so close. I'm so close to bailing. I'm so close because they're like,
whose wedding is it? Let's be
It's
honest.
one of my girlfriend's friends.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, you're fucked.
I've
Why
already.
you doesn't text me right now.
Bro, Olivia, you know what this
I
is.
can't.
No,
My
I
other
don't.
phone.
Chris, I don't know what
I was actually talking. I was talking about this, and you were
Chris,
like,
text me.
you were like, don't talk about this on your live, and I was like, it's not anything. It's just a phone call. Don't say what it is.
Yeah.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
You said I can't believe you're discussing deals right now, and I'm like, it's not
And
a
then
deal.
no one wants to talk about the fact that I'm having major surgery on the 7th, and it's a huge deal.
Chad is not left out. You'll see. You'll see what it is.
Here, I text you, Olivia. And no one wants to talk about the fact that again I would be. I would be.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I would be there, but yeah, I know Olivia. She's an elitist. Don't worry about it.
Olivia's too good for
Okay,
this.
excuse me. Can I just say, like,
Sorry.
She's an elitist.
I love these people. I love what you're talking about. I love these people so much. But there's like one person in that world who I just talk to on a daily basis. And once you do that, it's just like he's just a guy.
Elitist.
I'm
Like
not
me?
elitist.
Elitist.
I'm just realistic. I grew up poor. I
veil-
don't think these people are better than me.
Elitist.
The veil falls.
I'm
Once
just-
you talk to them every day, it's just like, oh, he's not that cool.
It's like I've talked to this person about fantasy football.
Oh, that's
By
what
the
does
way,
it?
Alvin Kamara. If I ever see you, it's on site.
Okay. Yeah, because my two friends here don't care about me. I'm getting
I asked.
Yeah, I'm getting a lobotomy. So
Oh wait!
Finally,
ask about-
dude,
Wait,
so
what- I'm
overdue.
confused. Wait, I'm confused. Chris, what? Asked about what?
I'm being so.
What's your surgery that you're getting?
being dramatic and like a pick me in here? I'm like, guys, no, I'm getting my sinuses ripped apart finally.
Oh my god! Thank
Oh, that's
God.
right.
You definitely need that.
My nose, my deviated septum,
You be sniffing a lot.
my deviated septum, and then my sinuses, bro.
Samuel, what were you saying,
happy for
big
you.
dog?
I said spreading your worthless opinions and rhetoric again, I see.
What were we talking? What were we talking about? That was that triggered you so much.
I hadn't been paying attention to this
Oh,
one.
so
honestly. It's just previous ones that it's the same stuff over and over again.
But what were we talking about that made you say that?
Well, I heard you mention Trump once again and deep state and other stuff like
When?
that.
How long have you been in here?
Maybe about 30 seconds.
So no, you didn't.
Yeah, one of you mentioned Trump within the last 30 seconds, maybe
We
60 seconds.
chat, back me up. No, we fucking didn't. You just are. Do you have TDS where you just hear it all the time?
Do I have TDS?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're projecting.
No, I think that you people are like obsessed with this fucking guy. You just hear echoes of his name all the time, and you're like, these fucking liberals. That's what TDS is.
No, it's exactly
You're
the opposite.
deranged for Trump. Yeah, dude.
No, you're deranged.
No, you're deranged. No, see how this works?
I think you need.
You're obsessed. You're obsessed with this fucking guy.
No, actually, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. It's clear. You were talking about Trump and the fucking deep state.
This is the
Nobody
exact
said those
goal.
words in the last
You
30
said-
minutes.
The other guy said deep state.
No,
and
you fucking
said-
didn't.
And you said
We were talking about for the last 5 minutes.
George
We've been talking
Soros
about a
was-
fucking event that we were
was
going to,
pulling strings for you.
and chicken nuggets. What the
you
fuck
that
are you talking
delusional?
about?
Are you really that delusional,
Bro, were you in the wrong
Get
live?
Your chat. Get your chat to back you up here.
Okay, wait. I'm coming back. I'm sorry. I had to turn my AC
Dude,
on.
right there at the bottom. Said
yeah,
something
you're
about
full of
the
shit,
beef
bro.
group. You said George Soros really pulled some strings for me, and
Oh
we
my
were joking
God.
about the event. We were making a meme about the event, bro. That was
Holy
related
shit.
to the event.
as I said,
How old are
Holy
you, bro?
shit, dude.
How old are
this
you?
live is not the one that I'm talking about. It's the other ones and your videos, the same garbage rhetoric you spread.
Like
in your
what? Just
videos.
okay. Like what, dude?
We can go through them line by line if you want.
That's what I'm asking.
Bro,
I was not thinly veiled about this. Like
Stanley
what,
tree
dude?
is a shrub.
I will go through your videos.
No, don't.
I mean,
just,
I'm
you
pretty
said
sure-
you
I'm
said you
pretty
just
sure
do
I've
it all the time.
commented-
You're a fan.
I'm
We get
pretty
it.
sure
Tell
I've
me what you
commented on
tell
it.
me. Oh
God,
no,
you
you
have a real
commented.
problem. You have a real
You
problem.
commented on my videos. You're
can't
the
even
only
let
one.
Somebody speak because you know they're right. Everything you say is just garbage.
Give us something. Give us something,
you produce
dude.
nothing.
You're just yapping. You just came up here and are yapping. So give us a thing.
Exactly my point.
Give me a thing, dude.
Doing it again. Let's debate it right here and now. Let's talk politics. Let's talk.
Are you fucking
economy? Let's talk.
For the last 5 fucking minutes, I've been asking you to give me a thing where you think that I'm wrong about something. I said fucking give me anything, and you are just crashing out because you can't yap. You have no fucking idea why you're up here. Go for it, dude. Give me something that you'd like to talk about, brother. Anytime this goddamn day. Man. You can turn your mic back on.
Womp, womp, womp. I'm going to repeat myself. I'm going to say, bro's family tree is a shrub.
Just turn your microphone on. I just asked you to turn your microphone on 3 times. I'll do it again. You can do it.
Did you turn it off?
There you go.
Can you turn my microphone off? I don't do live.
No,
so
I can't do that.
Oh, well, then I mistakenly turned it off.
Okay.
I said I gave you a whole entire list. Maybe my mic was muted. I gave you a whole entire list of subjects we can talk about. State one of your
Do
opinions.
it again because your mic was muted.
Anything. Politics, economy, social political issues that are going on in the country.
Be specific, dog.
Dude, you
You
make so much garbage.
You said politics?
You can't come up with one.
Wait, I got a question. Samuel?
You're all up in arms about. Hey, please don't interrupt. Thank you.
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm talking, so you're interrupting.
Stop talking. You're not saying anything. You're fucking yapping.
You're saying ask me things. I'm asking you something.
Okay. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
do you have a problem talking to women?
We know that he does.
That's just like a fucking liberal.
You know what? No. Samuel, you know
that
what?
laugh was super indicative of
I
being a
understand.
fucking virgin.
No. I understand what this is. It's not because I'm a woman. I know what this is. This is because I'm an Eagles fan. I just feel it in my bones. This is discrimination, and I will not stand for it.
Oh, Jesus. You guys can't even have a debate.
Give us a fucking Sam. Give us a fucking topic, dude.
First of all, it's Samuel. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy.
and I
So
told you
my name is also Samuel.
We'll respect your chosen name.
I won't. Nerds call themselves Samuel.
No birds.
I am completely unfazed by your insults. If you'd like to have a debate, bring up one of
I called you a nerd.
that you talk about.
Sam.
Why did you come up here? Pick a topic that like inspires you or that you find particularly upsetting that liberals do. I don't give a shit. Just say something.
Let's talk on one of Olivia's subjects then.
Okay, yeah, I have
You're
a
too
question.
uncreative to have a fucking idea.
I have a
Men
question.
hating women.
No, I have a question for you, Samuel. I have a question for you.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
We can talk about whatever you want if you can answer this one question for me. Okay? Can you name all of the 9 Supreme Court justices?
No.
Can you name 4 of them?
No. Not a single one.
You can't name
Can't
a
name
single Supreme Court justice.
No, can't.
So then why would I give a fuck about any of the debate topics you have to bring?
I don't have to know a Supreme
Well, clearly you don't know much.
name to
What are the
know-
3 branches of government, Sam?
Oh my Jesus Christ! Can you guys have a discussion about anything?
Yeah, sure. What are the 3 branches of government, Sam?
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
What are the
No
2
question.
main purposes of the legislative? What are the 2 big things in the legislative?
Oh my God! Look, child. I'm not here.
What is
to
it?
Get a history.
How many of those members are there?
How many members? What?
Who is in the legislative branch?
Are we gonna have a real debate about?
Yeah, as
something?
soon as you fucking illustrate that you know anything about how any of this works.
How any of what works? Are we actually
Our government.
Let's talk about it.
Who is in the legislative branch, dog?
Dog. Jesus Christ.
Just say you don't know.
What state?
Wait. Let him just swim around in this fucking sea of not knowing anything. What are those two things? There's two houses. What do we call them?
There's not two houses. There is a house.
We live in a society.
So you don't know.
Question answered.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a house, you said.
I said there are not two houses. I said there is a house and then the Senate.
Right.
What state?
How many senators are there?
What is it? One or two for each state?
You tell me, big dog.
That has nothing to do with the matter.
Who are your
It has
senators?
everything to do with this. I am just easily proving that you are ill-equipped to talk about anything that we are going to talk about this evening because you don't fundamentally understand how our government works.
Let's talk about
This is fucking civics 101 in 4th grade. We learned this.
This is my point. It has nothing to do with the dynamics of the politics that you're talking about.
Let's talk about gerrymandering.
More to do.
Let's talk about gerrymandering, Samuel.
Once again, interrupted.
I don't give a shit. Let's talk about gerrymandering. Let's talk about how the House and the Senate have nothing to do with the idea that districts are redistricting themselves. Let's talk about that. Go nuts. Start. Begin.
Start what? What do you
Talk
want?
about what gerrymandering is.
Why are we talking about gerrymandering?
You said I could pick a topic. My topic is gerrymandering. What is it?
Like you said, is civics.
What is it, dude?
You're trying to point out.
No, I want to talk about gerrymandering because the Supreme Court justices just ruled on this. First of all, second of all, you don't know what they do. So why would you know how to talk about this? My topic I'm choosing is gerrymandering. Go nuts. Tell us why it's good.
Why gerrymandering is good?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Oh, why?
For a number of reasons. Our politics, the people that lobby for them, all that shit, all of our Congress and Senate is bullshit. It's completely riddled with corruption, and everybody.
What is gerrymandering?
The line drawing of the districts. What the fuck does that have to do with what I'm talking about?
I'm just trying to see why you are fucking spinning yourself in circles, trying to like not talk about what it is and why it's bad.
No, I want to talk about your garbage opinions and rhetoric that you constantly spread on your channel.
Sam, I asked you to give us a garbage opinion about this, and you were like, name a topic, and I asked you to give me one. And then now we're talking about this now because you can't fucking, because you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. It's so fucking embarrassing.
You have not talked about anything that you actually have an opinion on.
I care deeply
in the
about
videos that you post every day.
I care deeply about gerrymandering. I think it's a fucking scourge.
Talked about one thing that you run your fucking mouth on.
When do we run, Sam?
Day on
Sam,
your stupid fucking
Sam.
channel.
When do we draw districts usually?
Exactly.
What happens?
You don't want to talk about it.
What happens when we draw districts?
I'm giving you a chance to express your opinions, and
my opinion is you people are so dumb that you think that your opinion is in line or has the same weight as mine. My opinion is informed by stats and logic and a massive knowledge about all this stuff. You, Sam, you think that your opinion is the same as mine because you draw breath in the morning. And I'm trying to illustrate why that's not true. I'm trying to show you how little your opinion should mean in the grand scheme of things. You think that your opinion is the same as mine. You are a big dumb idiot. So you can tell me what opinions you think are garbage. I've asked you 90 fucking times to give me one of them. You have a fucking memory of a goldfish. You couldn't possibly recall anything that you've seen that has upset you. So you sit here and yap. And I'm just trying to give you, I'm handing you information. What does the legislative do? I have no fucking idea, but I'm just going to filibuster until somebody gives me the right answer. I give you the right answer. Tell me how that pertains to gerrymandering. Oh, no fucking idea? That's dope. It's embarrassing, dude. It's so fucking embarrassing that you think that you have the fucking weight to throw around in here.
Your garbage fucking opinion of people.
Which one, dude?
Of me. Just like a me, that you think that you are so fucking egotistical that you think
I don't think I'm egotistical. You think I'm egotistical.
Fucking garbage, dude. You are pure.
Sam, you think that your opinion is the same as me, and I think that you're wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Complete non-contributor to this platform, to society, to the ones that you preach about.
Wrong.
And you are fucking garbage.
So you're just not gonna say anything, huh?
Oh, I'm
you're
saying
getting fucking
like
sautéed up here, and you're like your retort to that is you're garbage.
You are.
You're killing it, dude.
You're straight fucking garbage, dude.
Why?
Because you spread nothing but hate and discontent with
like what?
Like
what? Like what? Like what, Sam? Give me a fucking thing. I've asked you 90 fucking times. Give me a thing, dude. Give me a thing. Give me something that I'm spreading that is garbage. Go for it. Try.
Any of our politics are about the left or the right just shows how fucking ignorant you are.
Oh, that's such a fucking that is a 4-year-old fucking argument.
Nothing of it. Nothing.
It's not up versus down. It's left versus right. It's not left versus right. It's backwards and forwards.
Exactly.
It's a little bit left and right.
No fucking nothing. You think you know something because you
just jawing.
Again,
just jawing, dude.
They're not the
Give us something, Sam. Sam, shut up, dude. Give us something.
Oh, you shut the fuck.
No. Shush, like a good boy. Like a good boy. You sit there and think about what you did. Shush. Like a good boy.
You can't.
You're not behaving, Sam. You little triggered little snowflake. You're seething right now. Seething. Because you're like, you're garbage. And I'm like, why? And you're like, all of it. And I said, why? And all of your opinions are garbage. And I'm like, which one, Sam? For the 90th fucking time. Which opinion would you like to talk about that you think is bad? And you can't fucking do anything. All you do is filibuster and jaw because your brain doesn't work properly. You don't have a recall. You don't have the fucking intellectual capability to name one thing because you're so flustered right now. It's so fucking embarrassing, dude. So I'll give you this. I'll give you this, dude. I'll give you this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Just shut your mouth for a second, like a good boy, like a good little boy, right? He left.
Bro, that's crazy. There were like 18-year-old kids storming the beaches of Normandy to liberate Europe. They got shot, killed, and very few people remember them. They are like, what was the fucking point in all of that for just kids nowadays to just not fucking know them? Like, they're handing away our government for fucking free. It's so infuriating to me. Like, come on, like, you'd expect that the fascist takeover of America would happen. Like, I don't know, it's like a movie scene. Like, some intelligent ass people are gonna fuck it. No, we're handing over our government to and I'm sorry, because normally I don't do this, because Americans are smart, and this is truly the fault of the Trump administration and the fact that they lie so heavily on the American people, and our system wasn't built for this much disinformation. However, it can be infuriating when I run into an individual like that, and it's just like, wow, we're handing over our government.
But here's the problem. I genuinely, okay, so people are like, have a fair debate, don't call them names. I don't know how long you people have been in here, but I was trying for the last 10 minutes to have him bring up how it works in here is if you level an accusation, right? You're bad. You're dumb. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. And I say, let's talk about it. Give me something that you feel like. And when you can't even name anything, despite me desperately trying for you to fucking do anything, bring up a topic. You're not able to do that. All you want to do is fucking jaw at me and call me names. Why the fuck do you think that I should give this person a single second of like respect? That's gone. That ended fucking 5 minutes ago. That's done, dude. It's insane. Just name one thing. Name a thing. And you can't. Talk about gerrymandering. Do it. Tell us what it is. Why is it good? Why is it bad? Do you know what the fuck I'm even talking about right now in regards to what is happening with the fucking Supreme Court? No? Great. This is, again, all this is doing is proving how little you know about these things and how the illusion that you know a lot about these things is so disconnected with that fact that it's fucking pointless talking to you guys. You think you know so much, and you don't know anything. And the disconnect between those two things is irreparable. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Figure it out. God damn, dude.
True.
Any of you? Yeah.
I don't know why people, like, again, like, yeah, you come into a live like that, you know, you're going to match people's energy. And if they're like doing some shit like that and you're like, okay, I spit garbage on the internet and I'm horrible, so can you name one? And they don't do it for like 10 fucking minutes. Yeah, what's the point, bro?
Let's see if he took a deep breath or if he's just going to come up here and crash out somewhere.
Back on.
You
As
left.
I was stating, I left. You're a joke, bro.
You left, dude.
To say that I left is fucking ridiculous.
All I was doing
you
is
are so
muting you.
manipulative.
I was just playing with my food.
You're
dude.
so fucking manipulative. You kicked me off. You muted me.
Why would I kick you off?
Probably 20 times.
Yeah, because you won't shut up, dude. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again, and you'll leave. You'll leave again, dude. Watch. You know what's crazy is the disconnect button is so far away from my thumb right now. It's crazy. Anyway, Sam, tell me when usually we redraw districts.
Tell me when.
No, I asked you a question.
Tell me how. No,
I asked you a question.
I'm done.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he left again.
Still here, faggot.
No.
Still here.
Oh. Now you left.
Yeah, and then we get into the part where, like, again, like women don't like you. Your penis is small. You're insecure about something, and so you like attack other minority groups because I don't know. Just go to therapy, dude. Like, it's okay to be like sad and like not happy like with yourself, and I feel for you there. But it's not cool to like do some fucking shit like that, bro. Just because you're fucking insecure that you can't fucking make your girlfriend finish or she left you because you're fucking insufferable does not mean you have to attack like the LGBTQ plus community. Like, I fucking hate dudes like this, bro. It's like so I don't know.
We all hate dudes like this. Something is going on with our Chris, have you been like going live and taking guests? Does the list of people just jump around erratically?
Yeah, actually, yeah, a lot. Like the last few times, I've let people up only from the comment section because sometimes, like when I go to the guest box, it just like shatters.
I can't. I'm trying to let Olivia in, and every time I go to press the button, it like moves the second I'm hovering over her name.
Yeah, mine the other day was just like loading indefinitely, but only doing that from the guest request. But if I clicked her profile from the comments, it worked.
Holy shit. I can't even click on her face. Here we go. Jesus Christ.
Well, that was such like awkward timing that you like fall down. My bad. I was playing the Senators game. I was guessing Senators. I got to 54.
Sam. Oh, you got 54 Senators?
Yeah, I was able to name 54. And I think I could have done I think I could have done more if I like had been focusing fully on that.
It's pretty good.
Well, hey, even if it was on a technicality, hi guys. Hey.
a happy accident. Sam's in the request right now, which is so fucking funny to me. You're up next, dude. You're gonna be up right after this quick commercial break. So don't go anywhere, Sam.
I responded to me. I did not even tell you guys this. This is actually hilarious. This guy messaged me and said, I'm going to post these screenshots of our text messages, because I responded to him a few times being like, I'll answer your questions. What are your questions? And I didn't. I'd be like, bro, chill. I'm at work. Bro, chill. Then I didn't. He said, I'm going to post these unless you tell Harry Sisson to message me back. And then I said, post them. Womp, womp, womp.
That's amazing.
You're just gonna post that you got essentially ghosted.
Literally, it's like me just being like, bro, chill. And then like just like paragraphs.
Oh, God.
I can't believe he's still fucking in here. That's insane. You're up next, dude. There's another Sam in here. TikTok's broken. That's fucking. Oh man, we were talking about this yesterday. I think the framing of this is something that I am proud of, and I'll just continue to use this talking point from now on. People are like, this is why you guys lost for anything. They're losing a debate. They'll go, see, this is why you lose, is because you don't have a good conversation. And it's just Sam, but in a different font. You know what I'm saying? It's the same fucking person who can't articulate their argument, who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, who insist that they do. And when they're like found out or like corrected, they retreat and are triggered because being wrong is like an allergy to them. And so, and like, despite them being the wrongest about everything. And so like, they're like, this is why you lose. And this is why the Democrats are losing. And I thought about this for 1.5 seconds, and I came up with this, Chris, because I think Olivia was still here when we were doing this. It's not our fault that we're losing. It's your fault that we're losing. It's because of you guys that we are losing to fascism. It's because you people are so dumb that when the objectively incorrect choice and the objectively correct choice is in front of you, Hillary Clinton and the fucking just a like rotting television show host with terrible ratings, you chose the wrong one. When the objectively right choice is in front of you, Kamala Harris, and the objectively incorrect choice, a treasonous, like trading rapist, between these, you chose the wrong one because you cannot be bothered to learn anything about anything. It's impossible. You're the reason why the Democrats are losing, because you are fucking dumb. That's why, actually, because if you were smart, if you had any sense, you would be looking at this and going, this is insane. This is insane. I'm going to vote. And we would be winning by a landslide if you had 10 points more of IQ. That's it. But you guys are just patently too stupid. And that's really frustrating. And frustrating is the nicest euphemism that I can say here.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm just going to repeat that forever.
Yeah, no, it's like obviously there's, a bunch of layers here and ways that like our government is fucked up over the past like 30 years. But yeah, I'm in like the exact same boat when I get on live, and I just like consistently crash out at like at a certain level, just like at a certain point, the level of stupidity. And it's not everybody. And again, our system like wasn't built for like the sheer amount of like disinformation to be pumped onto the American public, and democracy is a pretty fragile thing and all this stuff. But like, the reason Democrats are losing is some people just like, I had a conversation with like, this almost made me like punch a hole through my monitor. Like I was fucking on Xbox 360, Cheeto dust all over my hands, dude. Like this guy, and he was super nice. I kept it, like I was so calm the whole time. This guy comes up with my life recently, and he's like young. Like, I don't remember. He's like younger than 25, and he voted for Trump. And I'm like, okay. And he was in a swing state. I think he was I don't remember what swing state, but a swing state. one of the 7. And I'm like, I'm talking to this guy, and he was like, I voted for Biden in 2020. I voted Trump in 24. And I was like, all right, let's chat. And he was like, well, Biden told us that he was going to do the whole student loan thing. And he didn't do a single thing. So obviously I go on my whole, like, I'm like, well, I'm being super nice. I'm like, listen, appreciate, because he's being nice. I'm like, appreciate the respect. I'm like, all these legislative goals and all stuff. And I'm like, also, like, he did sign, his original plan got shot down by the Supreme Court. And then he used different federal laws to sign a bunch of executive orders. And I think ended up erasing over like $150 billion of student loan debt, or whatever the fucking number is. A lot of student loan debt for people like first responders, for schools, for like people who went to schools who would end up going under for fraud, like Trump University, for example. Not actually Trump University, but like different universities that went under, so your degree is worthless. Certain first responders, certain low-income individuals, certain parents who took on like serious student loans for their kids. And so he like used different laws to do all that because the Supreme Court wouldn't do the original thing. And he was like, wait, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I didn't even know that he like tried it all. So you're telling me like the Supreme Court blocked it? And I was like, yep. And then I like pulled up the link, and he was like, damn, bro, I didn't even know that. Honestly, like, if I would have known that, I thought he just didn't do anything. And I went to the voting booth like really angry and just voted for Trump. But now that you're telling me that he tried to do the student loan thing, I kind of regret it. And it's like, he's a good kid and he's respectful. But to your point, like, yeah, the reason we're losing is like, how the fuck? I got off that and I'm like, how? Everyone in DC wants to get around a fucking PowerPoint. They're all making 6 figures as fucking consultants. And they want to sit around a PowerPoint and be like, what can Democrats do better? It's like, motherfucker, how are we ever supposed to win that guy's vote? I won it in fucking 3 minutes. And 3 years after the shit happened that he would have voted for. And we all knew that it went to SCOTUS. I have no idea. I don't know. And he literally told me, he's like, yeah, I kind of went to the voting booth out of like sheer anger. Maybe if I would have like taken a day. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you want me to do? Sorry. I'm crashing out. I'm getting angry, dude.
You got contact crash out.
Yeah, literally. You got me.
Lack of critical thinking and empathetic thinking that lost the election. It's nothing to do with like Democrats, Republicans, all of that. It's just people got dumb, or they thought they didn't have to think about things. Where in order for them to think, you have to stoop down to their level, be like, oh, you're scared? Well, why are you scared? And then ask them follow-up questions to do the critical thinking for them. And it's just so dumb.
It's so fucking, and it's like, goddamn, dude, it's so dumb. Truer words, but also like, what you're talking about is exactly right. And I've been watching videos of like Graham Plattner, who is running for Senate in Maine, doing this, going in front of people who are just exhibiting this sort of like derangement, and they're like, what are you going to do about all these immigrants? And this video, it was a very viral video, and he was like, at the whole room full of Democrats was like, shut the fuck up, you dumb idiot. And he was like, no, what she's saying is coming from a place of like hurt and confusion, and what she's saying, like the feeling behind that is true, and like, and they're being taken advantage of, and like he was able to like simultaneously extend some sort of like understanding to this person's like position having been hoodwinked, but also sort of like mollify the crowd who is just angry. And I think that that's great. I also don't have the patience for that. My blood pressure's spiking just thinking about having to do this. And so like, it's like Chris said, I think it's a massive combination of a lot of different things. One of those things is convincing people that truth is relative. And one of the more brilliant aspects of and horrendous of this administration, of this whole like this post-truth era, is convincing people that their beliefs have the same weight as facts. And it is a mass psychosis that we are in, that those things are true. that two things can be true at the same time. With the Earth is round and also flat, and both fucking scenarios are worthy of having that conversation. And we've lost the plot when it comes to this, where we're just like, actually, you're wrong about that, and it's okay, but you're super wrong, and it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't. I can sit here and talk to Sam, who is exhibiting all of this fucking derangement. I could sit here for 40 minutes, showing him the objective truth about the stuff that I'm talking about, all of the garbage takes that he's saying that we have, right? That I have specifically, all of the bullshit, all of the rhetoric, and I could just show him objectively the facts, and he could look at that and go, "You're a woke piece of shit," and then we will have not achieved anything.
Yes.
So it's literally like, what the fuck what do we do, dude? I don't know. We keep running face first into this problem, and I've tried everything. I've tried calm, I've tried mean, I've tried funny, I've tried asleep, I've tried I don't know, and seemingly nothing can fucking do this. I'm just gonna start doing gym content with like text over me and see if that works, because that's how these dumb idiots were radicalized. But like, holy shit.
See if you can steal from the alt-right pipeline and then just make your own pipeline.
Yeah. What are you playing?
I'm editing
Sorry, were we interrupting you?
No, I meant to, no. I've been on mute. I'm almost done with
Sorry, Chris.
No,
you were doing.
Excuse me, GT. Excuse me. The deep state got me into a new studio, and
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
yeah. If anyone wants to check out my YouTube channel. Anyways, but to your point, though. Yeah. The other thing is, look, and I think about this, and it kind of drives me a little crazy, because I go live now just for fun, late at night, because I hate myself, and so I'm like, okay, unironically, every single time I get on live, I'm like, no, this is going to be like good. I'm probably going to get in some heated scream matches, probably going to get good, but I'm like, it'll be reasonable. And every single time, I've done so many lives, and every single time I end up crashing out because I'm surprised somehow that I'm dealing with whatever the fuck I'm dealing with. And part of me is coming to the conclusion that that cannot be good for my general understanding of like the actual political atmosphere. Because maybe like I'm inserting myself into a bubble and then allowing the bubble, at least at some points, to like I'm not sure how much to take it to heart in terms of like political analysis, but I do. But also in that point is like, I've noticed more so than ever, like obviously social media is like a quote bubble, but like each platform individually has become so different from the next. Like TikTok and the people on TikTok and the people who watch TikTok videos are significantly different than the bubble of TikTok like live. And those two are significantly different from Instagram, which is significantly different from Twitter, etc. And so like, I don't know, sometimes I think to myself when I'm like, and maybe this is just me coming up with excuses, because I'm like, if I have to keep trying to figure out how to convince these people, because I do the same thing you do. I'm like, okay, I'll try calm, I'll try mean, I'll crash the fuck out, I'll get naked on live. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to do here. But maybe then I'm just like, maybe I just need to stop driving myself crazy, because this is like a true bubble. I mean, it's not a bubble. That's the reality. Like, this is most 22-year-old dudes who look like me. Like, that's how they think. But it's also just TikTok Live's a crazy place, bro.
I tend to agree with you.
That was really thoughtful, like analysis, not just totally rambling.
I agree with you. This dude was just like, no, let's just keep bashing Trump voters. Oh, here you go, Jack.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Actually, getting kind of tired, but I just wanted to clarify something I just heard you saying just as I scrolled through, that you believe that the reason the Democrats lost is because of the Republican voters?
Yeah.
And you think that's a winning strategy?
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Good luck.
I don't know that the current winning strategy is a winning strategy. So I would what I'm pointing out here, Jack, is that like you said, like sarcastically, stop saying that Trump supporters are ignorant, and I'll do that the minute that they stop being ignorant. At the minute that they look at objective
That's
truth.
another brilliant statement.
I know. The minute that I'm going to just lump you in here. The minute that you stop looking at objective truth and willfully choosing the other option, I'll stop calling you ignorant. But I'm not going to sit here and say that your imaginary reality where facts are sort of malleable is like a reasonable thing for me to have to cater to you, right? You don't want to participate in everybody else's delusion. You make that very fucking clear. I feel very similarly about you guys.
Well, that's kind of a shame, but let me go back to Hillary just as an example. Hillary Clinton could have got elected if women voted for her, and it's clear they didn't. And it's the same thing with Kamala. Kamala could have got elected if women voted for her. So why is it you really think that every voter
women.
is that demented?
White women.
It's white
No,
women.
it was black women. It was black
No,
men.
Black women voted
No.
85% for them.
It may be, but they're still women.
92%.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean? This is a great example, Jack. What do you mean, maybe? When we're talking about like objective, provable fucking statistics, right? And you say, this is how I feel, and we're saying this is something different, and you go, well, maybe, but the thing that I'm saying is still true.
Let me clarify that. I said women to start with. I'm not saying black or white. And again, I think it's detrimental to try to separate.
What was the statistic, Jack, of women who voted for Trump and women who voted for Kamala?
I don't know the absolute statistics, but
You just know that more women voted for Trump.
No, I know that not enough women voted for Kamala.
So hang on. So more women voted for Kamala, and yet it's women's fault in the same time.
I didn't say fault. Decision.
You said exactly that.
Decision. No, I said if women.
You said Kamala could have won if women had voted for her.
That's right.
And I'm trying.
I agree with that.
Right. So it's women's fault that they didn't.
If enough women had voted for, because they can control.
Your clarification is not adding context. I'm just saying what you're saying in a more concise way. That's what you're saying, and I'm telling you that is a really bad read.
I'm sorry. What am I saying?
Wait, hold on.
Trick.
Again, I know what I'm saying. I'm just asking.
Wait. I just want to quickly point out two things. Number one, that obviously, the gender divide in this election compared to a lot of previous elections, pretty extreme, with most women voting for Kamala Harris, and then especially in the younger demographics, most men voting for Trump. But furthermore, regardless of that, I don't understand how, Jack, this relates at all to what GT said in the beginning. I don't think What does this have to do with the original conversation?
Well, the original conversation was you're saying that you didn't lose because of your thoughts. You lost because 77 million people are stupid.
Yeah, and people I don't again we can first. I mean, I'm sure we can get into a conversation about who how white men my age voted for Trump at a clip of plus 35, which there's a whole thing about that. But again, for a second, I don't know that women, men, black, white matters for a second. I just think Good Trouble saying we have a problem with ignorance in this country. I think he's starting there. So I don't understand how you bring up the whole women conversation, which again isn't true. I don't understand why you did that.
Why isn't it true?
Well, no. Why did you bring it up in the first place? What does it have to? How does Good Trouble saying that hey, there's a problem with ignorant people not living in reality, and your first thing is to be again,
Women's fault.
Yeah, I just don't again, regardless, the statistic isn't true, but that aside for a second about not enough women voted, all this stuff, what does that have to do with GT's original thing? I just don't get that. Or maybe I missed something. I don't know.
Hey, Jack, I think they're related to exactly what you're talking
you're
about.
referring to, because I know why I called, because this young man said that we didn't lose. We lost because of the 77 million voters are so ignorant.
First time GT's been called young on live ever.
They're the reason we lost. Well, I guess that's true.
Everything's relative.
People voted that way. But I mean, to lump that many people, and I don't lump Democrats like that. I don't know liberals like that. Let me give you one statistic. Actually, I think I may have said this to you earlier. On every presidential election, every one, 43% of the people that go in to vote will vote Democrat. And another 43% of the people that go in will vote Republican. If they switch the day before the election, there's still, both sides are guaranteed 43%. And that's a rough estimate, which leaves about 14% of the voting public that decides who the president is. And I think that the Republicans this last time understood that more than the Democrats did. I won't even get into the whole shebang about Biden and his competency and who wanted Kamala and who didn't and who pushed out who. I think the Republicans had it right when it came to understanding who can and will sway this election.
I thought 2 minutes ago you were telling us it was the women.
No, I was using that. It was one example. Example in a statement that I stand by.
By the way, you said you don't group people in groups like that, but then you said women didn't vote for her enough. I just want to call attention to that.
I absolutely.
You're grouping women in together, despite them voting.
No, the point I'm making is there were a lot of women that made independent, critically thought out decisions and didn't vote for Hillary or Kamala. And their reasons aren't because they're ignorant. That's what I'm saying.
I think I'll tell you this. The vast majority of Americans read at a sixth grade reading level. I think that there are plenty of people that decided to vote for Trump because they saw the potential to boon in their bottom line. I think the people that doing that and having like a measured, sort of well-reasoned response to this are looking at that with money that you and I will never understand, right? And then everyone else is voting in spite of crises that have arisen because of his humanitarian fucking fuck ups, in spite of his blatant, persistent, relentless, like ineptness and homophobia and racism and xenophobia and proud misogyny and assault. I think that people, aside from that sliver of people who know what they're doing and voting for this man, for the things that he's promised them because they're rich and they're going to get tax returns, I think the vast majority of people voting for that man are endlessly fucking ignorant, Jack. I think that that's true.
That's quite unfortunate because I think that what went on I'll say since 16 on, the whole political machine, Republicans and Democrats, were really absolutely baffled that Trump won.
Yeah.
And I think many of the Republicans were a part of trying to bring him down. And what went on for the last, if he hadn't run for president the third time, there never would have been that lawsuits. You know, I laugh that no one
You're
thinks
wrong.
that no
he
one
ran.
thinks that
He ran. No, Jack. He ran to stay out of jail.
No, he didn't. He
Yes.
did not. If he didn't run, they wouldn't have had any of those cases. None of them. And
He
even if
wasn't running,
didn't-
Jack. He wasn't running when they brought those cases. He wasn't running when they brought those cases.
You're okay. I'll agree with you, but you got to agree with.
So
me.
what? No. I don't have to agree with you because
Well, you
your
don't
whole
have to agree with you
no,
either.
Jack. No, because your entire posturing is they wouldn't have brought. No, listen to what you just said, and
I know
listen
what
to
I
the
said.
fact. Then you just
No,
agreed
what I
with me.
said.
He ran because they were bringing these lawsuits, and I said they were bringing these lawsuits before they ran, and then you said I agree, but I'm still right, and I'm trying to fucking illustrate the fact that like you said something diametrically opposed to what I'm saying, which you agreed with, and you are not clocking that, and it's frustrating.
Well, what's frustrating is you put words in a lot of people's mouth.
I'm not.
I'm pretty clear on my beliefs about what happened. The Democratic Party, with some significant help from the Republican, have spent the better part of 10 years trying to destroy him. And
he did crimes, Jack.
If they, well, many are right, but none of that was politically motivated. But Comey now has been indicted, and all that's politically motivated. You can't have a.
I just want to point out, I'm sorry, GT. Go ahead, GT. Go ahead.
He knew he was going to lie about the election being fraudulent in October. Bannon was caught on a hot mic saying, I'm going to do this. And then for months following the election, they did that. And then they fucking led a coup, a fucking violent insurrection at the Capitol. He did that crime for which that investigation ended days before it came to fruition because he won the fucking election. By the skin of his fucking teeth. He's never been luckier about anything ever. The documents case got dropped because of the fucking judge he appointed. He was found fucking guilty of fraud 34 fucking times because of the crimes that he did. Jack? So that's not politically motivated. Those are just crimes that he did. It's insane to have you sit up here and deny the fucking reality. It's frustrating. And unfortunately for you, kind of illustrates what I'm saying. Either you are ignorant and unable to understand these higher level topics, or you are willfully not engaging with the reality that we are living in. And those two, I don't know of a third. Lying, I guess. That sucks. That sucks. It's exhausting, dude.
Why are you turning me off? I'm in the middle of talking. I said, do you think any of those cases
I was in the middle of talking.
would have been found by the Supreme Judicial Court?
The Supreme Judicial Court that they denied Obama a fucking seat for?
Say that one more time.
The same Supreme Court that Merrick Garland was denied a seat on because the Republicans filibustered Obama's for the first time in history. Filibustered this fucking thing, right? That Supreme Court.
You're going to love my answer to that.
I don't think I will.
I know you won't. If there's anything that I am so glad that happened, is that Garland never got on the Supreme Court.
No shit, Jack. It's
So
because
glad.
you were excited about fucking government corruption when it works for you.
No. I believe in the Supreme Court. But what amazes me is John Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett have voted on the, quote, liberal side of a number of issues that everyone's loved. Tell me how many times Ruth Bader Ginsburg ever voted. Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Clarence Thomas, the only difference was the color of their skin. Thomas never votes anything but conservative, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg never voted anything.
Thomas is also, if you can acknowledge that Thomas is also one of the most corrupt people in our fucking system, sure.
No, I'm not sure he's one of the most corrupt people. No, I don't think Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Is he taking gifts? Is he taking gifts from people, from Republican donors?
Absolutely.
Do you think Ruth was?
Okay, I don't believe that's right. But again, it's not looking at.
Listen to what I'm asking you. Listen to what I'm asking you.
Yes, he did.
So and he's supposed to be Jack, and he's supposed to be impartial, right?
No, he's not impartial. But what I'm saying to you
that's
is
what the fucking court is, Jack.
It was not for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She wasn't impartial. She never voted the other way. Roberts, who's been the Chief Justice since he was appointed, has voted for the liberal side, and everyone praises him when he does, but forgets when they vote
For what?
on the conservative side.
What did he vote? What did he vote liberal on?
Again, I know you know it. I know you're smart enough to know that there's been 5-4 decisions. We have a 6-3 supposedly.
Give
Trump
me one.
Bias for. Don't need to give you one.
Tell me what that has to do with fucking Merrick Garland.
No, it doesn't have anything to do. I'm just glad
Okay.
he never got on the Supreme Court. Absolutely. Why? Because I thought he was horrible at the DOJ, and watching him on TV testifying, and it didn't strike me as anything.
It had nothing to do with him.
Roberts.
It had nothing to do with him, Jack.
Oh,
it was
I know.
because
I know they prevented.
So I understand that the Republican corruptness kept the president from doing what is normal and legal as a procedure, and suggesting that and getting a fucking seat on that Supreme Court to stay what we have now, which is stop talking when I'm talking. When it is
when there is shut up.
It's been real, Jack.
Oh, you just
Bye.
To have a Supreme Court that is voting in lockstep with a like consolidated executive branch. It is for that reason. If they had stopped this, if they had just let him on there would have been more fucking balance. We lost women are giving birth to their rapists' babies in America because we lost Roe versus Wade. A thing that all three of those fucking justices swore on their fucking Bible that they were not going to attack. Jack, right? Do you remember? So I would like for you to just as kindly as I can, get bent, dude. That's a fucking crazy thing to say. I'm so glad that the Republicans blocked this fucking seat for no reason. Insane. It's a fucking insane thing to say.
I also, first of all, WGT in the chat.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome, man. Anytime, buddy. Just want to point out, like, I don't understand. And again, this is where people will be like, oh, like, most people's immediate reaction, because like we have no nuance anymore and nobody wants to critically think anymore, is like, he said something, he's like, oh, when Trump gets indicted, it's not politically motivated, but James Comey and it's like, actually correct. Yes. And like, I don't understand why people can't like, I don't understand why this is such a hard concept for people to understand. It's like, I just want people to understand. And to your point, if the election would have happened 6 months later, Trump would be in federal prison for the rest of his life. And I say that because the DOJ has, successful, when the DOJ brings charges, they have a success rate of like 98.9%. The federal government, except this administration, which I think is, the statistics are actually telling of how incompetent this government is. But in every other government, doesn't matter if it's Obama, Bush, whatever, when the DOJ brings charges, they clip people guilty at a 99% rate. The feds don't bring charges unless they're like rock solid. And this dude Trump, Mar-a-Lago, he has photos of the classified documents. That's just classified documents case. Photos of the classified documents, and on audio, he's literally on audio showing somebody who doesn't have clearance to look at classified documents, a Mar-a-Lago employee, and admitting on audio saying, "Oh yeah, I quote, I could have classified these when I was president." Or I'm sorry, I could have declassified these when I was president, but I didn't. Isn't that funny? He's admitting on audio. And so it's like, objectively, that dude would have been facing the rest of his life in prison, no question. But it never goes to trial. And when we look at something like Comey, when we look at like the other things going on in the DOJ, obviously, like, again, in unitary executive theory, the executive branch has been set up in a radically different way than it has been ever. Because, there is no such thing as like DOJ independence, FBI independence. These three-letter agencies don't have independence anymore. They've been flooded with loyalists because that's what conservatives want to do for 20 years. That's, he signed an executive order allowing him to do that on day one. And all that to say is like, James Comey, I just want everyone to be clear, or I'm sorry, there's been several. Letitia James got indicted by a woman who has never tried a criminal case before, who works at the Department of Justice. And if you, I want to be clear.
It's only because that other woman fucking resigned because she wouldn't.
I'm correct. I am 23 years of age, and if you have even a basic a pulse on politics, the things that are going on at the DOJ, for example, are actually stunning. The prosecutor who is being pushed, again, this has never happened, actively pushed both publicly and privately to indict Letitia James, wouldn't do it because he was like, this is wrong, I don't have the evidence, resigned. And it's Trump's old personal lawyer who has only done insurance claims. She's never worked a criminal case ever, and she's the main lead for the Department of Justice. It is night and day between what we're seeing here and anything we saw in again, Biden's DOJ. It doesn't exist in reality, even though it makes people feel good to be like, oh, well, you're telling me Trump got indicted and it wasn't politically motivated, but James Comey, even though that makes people feel good, I don't give a fuck. It's just not true. There is no evidence that Trump was being indicted for political reasons. The evidence for his indictments in the grand juries was there. The people who did it are career prosecutors. We don't have any evidence of that. On the contrary, in this DOJ, Eric Adams charges got dropped by the DOJ because the Trump administration wanted them. 7 U.S. attorneys resigned before they could find an 8th who was willing to do it. The 7th one being somebody who clerked for fucking Kavanaugh and was like a raging conservative and wrote this crazy letter to Donald Trump being like, any reasonable attorney looking at this request to drop charges, know it's politically motivated, would never do this. And assuming that no attorney within the earshot of the President of the United States will tell him that, I assume eventually you will find a fool to do this for you, but it's not going to be me. I'm resigning from this position. 7 U.S. attorneys resigned before an 8th dropped the charges on Eric Adams. Again, never happened in American history, and I'm so sick of people in these fucking false equivalencies. Sorry, go ahead.
And he spent 4 years fucking complaining that about the DOJ. He spent including some of his fucking presidency about looking into him for the crimes that he was doing, turning around and doing 40 times fucking worse.
And that's what's crazy is I think about this politically. I'm not letting you speak. I think about this politically all the time. It fucks with my head. It's like, again, he spits that into that fucking stratosphere for 4 years and he normalizes it. He makes it a normal political conversation, even though there's no evidence it's happening. So then when he is doing it and the Democrats are actually with evidence saying, hey, wait, you just signed an executive order for the first time ever allowing you to flood the DOJ with loyalists and now your political opponents are being indicted. The DOJ is weaponized. He's made that conversation no longer a thing. Normal Americans just look at it as political. Oh, Trump said it was happening. Now Democrats say it's happening, but it's not. And that stupid orange motherfucker is the luckiest fucking guy to ever exist. He's so fucking lucky. It's actually stunning. I've never seen a luckier dude in my life. I'm sorry, go ahead.
We'll just ask what Barney wants. Barney, go on, dude. You have your moment.
What's up? What do I want? I don't know. I'm drinking, man.
Dope.
What's up? Liberals enable fascism. What's the left actually doing?
No.
Yeah, he said, oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Horseshoe theory in full effect here, chat.
No, not horseshoe theory. That's some bullshit, dude. Come on, man.
Go on. You were saying something about me being friends with Charlie.
I don't know. I was just talking some shit. Fuck Charlie.
Okay. Agree,
man. I'm fucking drinking some vodka.
What are you doing, Barney? Other than being a fucking paid agitator.
I'm not paid by anyone. I'm on general strike right now.
Yeah? How's that going?
Good job. It's going good, man. I wish more people would join.
Who are you doing it through?
I'm doing it through myself.
So you are unemployed is a different way of saying that.
No, I'm not unemployed.
That was fucking hilarious.
Okay. I'm not unemployed.
So you are employed?
Yes, I'm employed, but I'm not making money through a capitalist system.
Dope.
Dude, that's
Dope, dude.
What?
Okay. I'm just trying to get the fucking the plan here from you.
What's the plan, man? What are liberals doing to actually move the needle and stop fascism?
dude.
What are you doing?
What are liberals doing? I'm not
If
a
a
liberal.
tree, Barney, if a tree, you can call yourself whatever you want. If a tree falls in the woods, if a tree goes on general strike by himself with nobody to know, did it
I'm
make a
not the
sound?
only one.
By the way, I'm all for this. I'm absolutely for a general strike. I think it's the only thing that we can do. And in
Okay,
fact,
so why are you attacking me?
because of your just general fucking demeanor. That's why.
What about my demeanor, man?
Liberals push up fascism.
Can I?
They do, man. Liberals don't do shit. They just don't.
I'm just curious. I'm genuinely curious. Barney,
Get there.
You are strike. Okay. You're general striking by yourself. You're unemployed. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, and how are you like maintaining yourself while you are striking and not giving money to a capitalist system?
I'm doing local work for organizations and companies that employ me locally and don't contribute to corporate systems.
Okay. Sorry,
Can you give us some?
A local woodworking shop.
They don't contribute to the capitalist system.
No, they do work here in town.
They don't pay taxes, do they?
I mean, that's beside the point.
Oh.
But
They don't import lumber, do they?
not that I know of.
They're just cutting it down in the local forests.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Did you vote in our last election?
Yes, I did.
For who?
Kamala.
Nice. So that thing about propping up fascism, that's a nice talking point until like you have to play within this sort of binary of our system, right?
Well, yeah, it is, but I mean the corporate wing of the
How are you
Liberal Party.
gonna level that accusation at me, but you're participating to the same degree that I am?
I'm not labeling it at you.
Yes. What are you talking about? That's the first thing that you did.
No, I didn't. I said liberals. Are you a liberal?
I don't fucking care, honestly.
Okay, neither do I.
WGT in the fucking chat, dude.
I don't know, dude, but that was like that. Am I wrong in that sort of like that was your implication at the very least?
No, that I got.
No,
the
it
same-
wasn't
I got the
at
same
all.
Concept. I don't think GT.
I wasn't coming at you.
Yeah. Okay.
Just liberals in general.
Just liberals in general.
You think that liberals are participating to stand up fascism more than Republicans?
I think the DNC in general is corrupt at the core and doesn't do anything to battle fascism.
Why? Okay, but also like understand that like this accusation is. I don't respect like leftists who didn't participate in our government to do at the very least the fucking like bare minimum harm reduction, right?
I get it.
Right. I think that it's a different thing to take this posturing while also participating in liberal politics and participating in voting for the DNC's pick. And I think that it is. I wouldn't be suggesting that like I would respect you more had you just said Jill Stein, because I would think that even less of somebody who did that. But I think that like this posturing is not helpful in this moment. Would you agree? This is a thing I keep running into in a large way, which is like
I get it. I mean, I get it 100%. But what needs to be the deciding factor to finally bring something that changes the system as a whole? What needs to happen?
That like depends a lot on like what's like the end. What do you want our system to look like? If you just had like the perfect, you could just snap your fingers.
If I could snap my fingers, I mean, I'd want it to. I mean, honestly, I'm not a big fan of capitalism. I don't want a socialist system, but if anything, I wish we could go back to the way things looked in the early 90s.
So, like, okay.
Just a good, healthy middle class, you know? If anything.
That is one of the heights of capitalism in our country. Heights of consumerism was early 90s.
If I'm being honest, I want to get rid of consumerism and capitalism, but that's not a reality.
It sounds like you want like a.
Wait, hang on, Chris. Hang on. Sorry to interrupt.
Let me be straight up right now. I'm drunk, so don't expect anything serious from me.
You're doing great. What I'm saying is understanding that, like, tacitly, you said just now, I understand that that's not realistic to live in a socialist society, but I'll take what I can get. And I like, that's where I live. I think that there are socialist programs, socialism, that we can implement in our society akin to other countries who have a much higher standard of life or living than we do. It's not even close. And so, like, understanding that we live in that, but also addressing the social issues that come as a result of capitalism and the social, like, the pitfalls that disproportionately affect Black and brown people. And so, like, yeah, I think that acknowledging somewhere in here that, like, we have to work within our reality is important, right?
I agree.
And I don't think that taking I don't know, maybe I'm just being sensitive, but I think that, like, we're looking at a lot of people having this conversation right now. Who is not left enough on the spectrum of, like, Democrats, right?
Okay, well, first off, let me clarify. I'm not a big fan of the purity, who's left enough, all that jazz.
What do you mean?
I'm not trying to push that narrative.
But you just okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry that it seemed that way. That's not the narrative I'm trying to push.
Okay. Well, you should revisit your approach. But
I apologize for that.
That's fine. We're all drunk. I think that I'm just turning my water on for my cat.
I think the CIA has more to do with where we're at than liberals.
I don't think it's the CIA. I think that this conversation, I've talked about this a few times. I think that this conversation starts with a really important idea, which is what you're talking about, which is, like, the sort of the perception of the performative nature of liberals or people who are Democrats are not moving the needle. And I tend to agree with you on a lot of things, but this conversation begins there, and bad actors who are seeking to further weaken our party from outside of our country find this talking point and throw an incredible amount of weight on this pressure point. And the CIA comment, close. It's still a psyop, but it's not coming from us. It could be coming from us, but I think it is more to do with the fact that, like, and the fucked up part about this is it's a real conversation, and it's something that, like, these conversations are coming because people are principled in their beliefs. Far leftists, really super leftists are fucking, like, principled in their beliefs, and I am principled in my beliefs, and we are both trying to fight this fucking the boogie monster over here. And so what helps weaken our argument against the Boogie Monster if we are fighting each other. And what do? Focus on that. And so
I agree.
My point is that this conversation that we keep having about this idea that like who is left enough, what liberals are and aren't doing, is both. It's like a Schrodinger's cat. It's the superposition of being the right conversation and absolutely not the right conversation to be having right now. And I like that might be tone policing, but that's just where I'm falling on this right now. I would like all of us on our side to focus on the fucking 900-pound orange gorilla destroying our country. That's what
I agree 100%. I agree. Right. I agree, but I think that the more liberal side of the party is captured corporately, if I'm stating that correctly, that it's more of a billionaire control, you know?
I think it's more people who are, I think that I think that the comparison between like liberals or Democrats and like the right, I think it is a really ham-fisted comparison. Like both of these people are contributing to this problem equally. And I think fundamentally there are people who are on the left who believe in all of these things, but are not sort of like engaging in the way that they need to be. But there are people on the right who don't believe in these things and are not engaging with the things that they need to be. And I think that there are people further right who are starting militias and running around trying to kill black and brown people. And I think there are people on the left thinking that they're doing the right thing by calling attention to the liberals not doing enough. And I think that that conversation needs to happen as soon as we have some semblance of control in our government again. And I don't know what that looks like.
I agree. I think what we need is more cohesiveness altogether between the left and liberals, but to kind of, you know.
I agree that there are billionaires who are lobbying on behalf of liberal politics, and I also think that that's wrong. The difference is I can't sit here and go stop doing that because the right doesn't give a shit. The right is full gas trying to use like incredibly seedy foreign money to win elections, right? And I'm not going to look at fundraising from liberal billionaire donors and be like, "Hey, quit it," because we need that. We need something that looks like when a liberal gets into office, they're going to go, no more Citizens United. No more money coming into our fucking elections coming from like lobbying groups. And but to do that, this is hotly debated by everybody on our side on the left. To do that, we need to work within the system a little bit. And that's ugly for people who don't agree with that. But every time we have this conversation, I'm like, then what's your plan? And then it's kind of crickets. And so
I get the position, but is there a chance that the people that are donating the billionaires, so-called, are intentionally compromising us?
In what way?
By like, you know, like say, oh, this is George Soros money or whatever, you know, like that's kind of like the narrative that the right runs with, like, sure, oh, well, you're being paid by George Soros.
It's as simple as identifying how fucking frail that talking point is. It doesn't like they do a really good job of. We were just talking about this with Chris. They do a really good job of poisoning the well, which is to say that like Trump says it's a witch hunt, 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 and then when I get control and do the exact same thing, it's not a witch hunt. And they're so far ahead of the narrative that like they've made George Soros into a space laser owning like super villain, and it's like it doesn't line up with the reality. Why would he be doing this what purpose? To save abortions? To like what are we talking about? And so
no, I get it, but like, how do we get on the same page? How do we get on the same page as the right so we're as effective to like combat that? What do we do, man?
GT, I like that right there, brother. I like that. Yeah. Part of this, I talked to a beautiful individual. I talked to Reuters the other day, and I said, in terms of, I'm just going to zoom in for a second on, for example, like part of the reason that conservatives are winning everything in the narrative war is because like they have these big influencers who like do, pump all of the, I mean, Trump obviously pumps a lot of disinformation, and then they have like an army of people who are in a cult who line up and like, pump it behind him. Obviously like, Benny Johnson or Tim Pool or, Charlie Kirk, et cetera. And so the thing is like the thing that people need to understand, I don't know the answer to fixing it, but the thing that people need to understand is like, and what I told Reuters was like, that's been funded religiously and been worked on for 10 years. There were conservative billionaires handing fucking money hand over fist to people like Charlie Kirk a decade ago and being like, fuck it, let's just see what happens. And they built this. They built this like well-oiled narrative machine for fucking 10 years on top of things like unitary executive theory and Project 2025. Those things have been in fringe right-wing circles being fucking crafted for a decade. And now we're here. And I think part of the problem with Democrats is that like, as a Democrat, part of the problem with Democrats, so there's a lot of problems with us, is that fucking we are like, there's a lot of us screaming at each other because like we do some shit and it doesn't instantly work. And everyone's like, what the fuck? Why can't we be better? It's like, dude, they have been planning this and meticulously funding it and building all this this ability to do what they're doing right now for a decade. Motherfuckers that like Russ Vought, for example, who authored part of Project 2025, who works in the Office of Budget and Management, who also worked there in Trump's first term. It's been well said. I watched a podcast about this week. He has been salivating for this exact moment for literally since he was a child. This is a guy who believes innately in unitary executive theory. He believes that the president should have so much more authority than, frankly, most constitutional scholars. And 15 years ago, he was talking about that and people were calling him fringe. And all of a sudden, he has found himself in this fucking moment right now where has the ability, after Trump wins his second term, to be a yes man and basically fucking rip apart the federal government from the inside. He has the sole ability, with Trump giving it to him, to take federal dollars that really constitutionally he shouldn't be able to do this and just put it where he feels like is necessary. And when you listen to him give speeches, when you listen to leaked speeches that he's given 10 years ago, and he's like, what we are is a Christian, nationalist nation. He has this incredibly fringe conservative view of the Constitution, what the Constitution intends, and talks a lot about how, Trump winning and this conservative movement that was, again, previously fringe, that is now sitting in the White House, is key to saving our nation because, like, it's the only thing that'll save the West. It very quickly goes into Christian nationalism and basically it goes a lot into immigration. You got to deport all these, people who aren't Westerns. The point being here is like, that dude has been thinking about this moment with the federal government shut down, which is giving him more authority than ever. And he's sitting in his office right now thinking about the last fucking 20, 30 years of his life and being like, I've been waiting for this. And Democrats will do some shit, like try some shit on like social media for a month and it doesn't do anything. Or we look dumb as fuck because our leaders are not very good right now and everybody's not doing very good. And then we're like floundering. Like, why can't we figure this out? We need to have an ability from a top-down level for people to like take a deep breath and to actually get Democrats to like fund things and build a structure to compete with Republicans. And the way to do that is to A, fund it, and B, all be on the same page about how like that we want it. And I know that's like a really arbitrary thing. And most people will be like, well, Chris, you're a content creator and you're talking about like funding an oiled machine of content creators. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if like how this relates to me or anybody else up here. It's just like the reality that like we're getting destroyed on the narrative because of this like Republican well-oiled machine.
I agree, man. I agree. And I just want to say thank you, Good Trouble, for letting me talk my point and give a shout out, whatever. Like, I appreciate that, man.
You should get your question in first. Appreciate.
I have a question before you leave. I kind of just came in, but when you talk about getting on the same page, that's usually some type of compromise. So I'm just wondering, like, what would you be willing to compromise to get on the same page?
Who, me?
Yeah, sure, you.
I mean,
I'm just saying, like, when you say we need to find a way to get on the same page, like, what are you willing to compromise in order to get on the same page with these people?
I don't think I mean, I don't have anything in mind, but I don't think it should require compromise. Like,
how else do you get on the same page with somebody if you're not willing to understand?
Well, what do you mean same page? Like, what I mean by being comparable.
Same page.
No. Like, what I'm saying, when I'm saying same page as like the right or whatever, I'm saying like we need to be as effective as them. Not that we need to compromise anything.
I think I don't want to speak for you, but I think she means same page as like liberals.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what needs to be compromised in terms of what liberals are asking for.
Okay.
What are liberals asking for from the left?
To just join us in reality
and morality.
I mean, I don't see that I'm that far away from reality or morality.
I don't think you are necessarily either. I think that I wouldn't say that about you. I would say a lot of leftists have decided that the talking point was like Kamala Harris was going to be the same as Donald Trump, and so they abstained from voting or voted for Jill Stein or.
Okay, that's not me. I don't feel that way.
I understand, but
that's why I'm asking you
clarification.
Because I feel like if you're saying that, like, what's your thought process behind it?
Well, my thought process is that the corporate side of liberalism has kind of sat back and let this happen. That's what I see happening, is that they didn't really put up any fight. I mean, the Democratic Party as it stands is just like, oh, we want Obamacare to continue, but what else? What else are they fighting against? They aren't even calling out anything else going on with the Trump administration.
What do you mean they're not calling anything out?
I mean, just as far as like what Russ Vought is doing and the whole encroachment of fascism. I mean, they aren't really calling it what it is, I feel like.
All right.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm right on any position or anything like that. These are my thoughts.
Okay.
This is how I feel.
I also wanted to input real quick because I consider myself a lefty too. And I'm only going to call myself a lefty because I think it's funnier. And there's been a couple of things lately that have made me really, really upset with liberals. But in the end, if first off I make them aware and they're not willing to listen to what I'm saying, at least we're both aligned on human rights. And that's the biggest thing right now. We can talk about capitalism, we can talk about all those things, but we need to focus on the biggest encroaching matters right now. And I can still call out people for like going to buy these insane, I'm not going to lead myself on or get like hate comments, but vinyls, hypothetically, going and buying these vinyls and stuff from Target when we're supposed to be like, Target's not a great place, but I'm not going to go out and say, well, you're a terrible person because of this. The thing is, they're focused on other things too. Just not going to discredit them for their outlook, I guess.
Target is selling vinyls?
I'm not going to bring it up too much.
Are you afraid of Swifties?
It's part of the Taylor Swift.
I am very afraid of the Swifties, and I've been hated on the past couple weeks on it. But that, it's made me so angry lately that I've been told, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this. And I'm like, okay, here's things that I'm scared of and aware of. But I guess if you're still interested in the same things I am, I'm still going to maybe unfollow you for hating on me, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. We're still focused on the same issues, though.
I'm not like a Hassan Piker leftist, just so we're clear.
I get it. All right. Barney, appreciate you coming up, and thanks for having a level-headed conversation.
Thank you for hearing me out, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Okay. Isha, I think that was a great question. I think clarification was a great way to go.
Yeah.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
Yeah.
I don't think I really got an answer to my question.
I think we were, yeah, I agree. But there might have been confounding factors for why that is. Anyway.
Okay. Well, you know.
I think this is something that is like a constant like gnawing at my brain, this conversation, and I've talked to many people, and like this is, I think the singular focus that we need to have is trying to figure out how to Herb Brooks this situation, which is to say how to make everybody on our side like you take their face and you just go, look, and then it's Donald Trump on fire and he's 90 feet tall. And you're like, that is what actually we're upset about right now. Right? That thing. So like, let's just do that real quick. And like, and if we can fucking do it together, that would be super dope. And wherever Jill Stein is, just keep her in that cave. Keep her in that Russian cave wherever she is, and just try not get distracted by that shit. And like, Ralph Nader can join her. Is Ralph Nader still alive?
Anyway,
nerds.
Yep. I think that's.
Chris, do you even know who fucking Ralph Nader is?
I have no idea who that is.
Ralph Nader ran.
Fellow Gen Z here, and I don't either.
Fuck you guys.
Thank you for backing up.
Fuck you guys.
Okay, is that a nice thing to say or a not nice thing to say?
Eat a bag of dicks is what I have to say to that.
That's not nice.
Ralph Nader ran again in the Green Party.
Is this when you were alive and you were like riding on horse and buggy cars or everything?
Correct.
Was black
I was
and white?
not. I was still a child riding in the horse and buggy.
Right.
He ran as a Green Party when Trump and Gore got into the hanging chads and finally
hanging chads in Florida.
And then Jeb Bush gave the fucking presidency to his brother. Right. It was as close as it was in Florida because Ralph Nader carried a lot of votes in Florida, and so similar to Jill Stein, similar to Ross Perot though for Republicans, but there's always this. Oh, Ross Perot, you know.
Well, I now that you bring it, I guess I just didn't know the name of the guy who, at the hanging chad who gave that ability for that to happen.
But that's so basically like we've had this. We should have a third party. And the way that we have a third party is ranked choice voting and getting rid of the fucking electoral college. And the minute that we do that, we return a lot of the voting power to the people. And goddamn, would you be surprised to see people vote with their full intention and like sure. Goddamn. So we're talking anyway. Jill Stein. There's a world where Al Gore won and we didn't have 9/11 because he read his press briefings, and then we're all driving around in hydrogen-powered cars that are flying.
That would be pretty crazy.
That timeline, the schism that happened there, we got hosed, and now we're over here with this fucking guy. 100%. And yeah, anyway.
Yes, that. I also want to say on a slightly lighter note, well, this is hopefully I don't get canceled by telling this story. The wokies in the chat. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. So on the 9/11 point, I have an uncle. He's I shouldn't say that's what I'm saying. I have an uncle.
What is happening?
I have an uncle.
I also have an uncle.
Let's fucking go, Lauren.
I also have an uncle.
Okay. Yeah. So I have an uncle who is particularly not enjoyable. Okay. And most of my family does not enjoy said uncle. Okay. And this guy, there's a running joke in my family because this said uncle enjoys telling stories. He tells a lot of stories. He has not a lick of, you think I don't have like good social awareness skills. This dude, like you can't touch it. He loves telling stories. And he's told the story multiple times and he swears by it that he knew one of the main, I'm blanking on his name, one of the main 9/11 hijackers, because my uncle lives in South Florida and that's where they took flying lessons. And he was like, dude, he goes on this whole thing about how he had a beer. We should know.
Alawadi.
I should know the other one. I should know his name. This is not funny. I just want to be clear with everybody. This is not a funny thing. In my family, it's like a consistent running, like, do you guys remember that like Dave had a beer with the 9/11? And it's like, no, the fuck he didn't, because he's just an idiot. So
that is an unhinged moment here.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that.
Friends.
I would also just like to call out real quick. I have a shitty uncle, and his name is also Dave.
Bro,
I think it's just in the running.
It's always Uncle Dave, dude.
Dude. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, Uncle fucking Dave.
Fuck Uncle Dave. Friends,
you should go to bed.
I'm fucking fading fast. I appreciate Lauren. Thanks for being here all night. Appreciate you. Happy accident. Thanks.
I wanted to call out one thing. So for those who are in Utah, there is a petition going on by the legislators because we passed a non-gerrymandered vote, or at least as much as we could. They picked it, and now they're trying to petition so they can gerrymander it again, because Utah is one of those states that you can repeal legislation through petitions. So they're trying to sneak it into a specific petitions. So if you don't understand what the petition is about, do not sign, because they are trying to gerrymander something that they already had appealed, because of the courts in Utah said, no, this is fucked up. So if you read the petition and you don't understand it, do not sign it, because Donald Trump Jr. is sending out the money to pay specific people in Utah to go door to door to get these people to sign. So don't sign anything you don't understand. And if you do understand, but it seems a little sus, or someone says they were paid to do it, don't sign it. Just leave them be.
Leave them.
W Lauren in the chat. Appreciate mentioning that.
Isha, good to see you.
All right, then. Thanks.
Appreciate you guys.
GT, get some rest. Don't let the bed bugs bite, buddy.
Sleep well.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
You sweet baby angel.
Don't let the bed bugs bite, GT.
Good night, you weirdo. I have one more thing to. I have one more thing. One more thing to do. Kids, Sam.
Good trouble, Sam.
Do you have kids, Sam?
Let's start over, shall we?
Do you have kids, Sam?
Are you gonna keep muting me?
Do you have kids, Sam?
Can we start over?
We're starting over. Do you have kids, Sam?
You're not gonna talk about my children. That would be a big mistake.
Oh, really? What are you gonna do?
It would be a big mistake.
Shut up. If your kids come out to you a couple of years down the line and they say, "Dad, I'm gay," are you going to disown them?
Don't talk about my children.
I'm just curious. What's your position on this, Sam?
About my children. Would you like to talk about the real?
I'm just curious why you slurred about gay people earlier, and if you would disown your fucking kids if they came out to you. I'm just asking you fucking questions.
Why do you keep muting me?
Because you're a little bitch and I hate you. Answer the question.
Exactly.
Anytime today. Would you disown your kids? Would you disown your kids?
You have no ability to actually have a conversation.
This is a conversation. You fucking used a slur, a derogatory slur against friends of mine today. And I'm just curious because why you're such a fucking snowflake that you think that you can come up here and do that and start over and think that you can fucking dictate a conversation. I'm asking about your fucking kids and if you would disown them if they came out as gay because they were born that way. Would you like to have that conversation? Yes or no? The next fucking words out of your mouth are yes or no. You waited this whole night to come back up here. You waited all fucking night. You stayed in here like a good little cuck and you fucking waited with your tail between your legs, hoping to have a good start again. And here's the start. Yes or no, would you disown your kids?
Start over. You can't.
Got it. You wasted your whole fucking night. You wasted your whole night doing that. That's nuts. That's crazy. Anyways, kick rocks, dude. Don't come back here. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Appreciate you. We don't fucking stand for that shit here. Love you. Mean it. See you tomorrow. Good night.